Thanks for coming to Yoga Pilates today. Let's start by setting our posture, feet under hips. Feel the toes, ball of the foot, heel of the foot, outside of the foot, all in contact with the floor. Lift up through the legs, lift up that pelvis, lift the rib cage up off the waist, roll the shoulders back, palms facing the front of the room, lift the chin, level the head, feel the back of your head perfectly balanced over the back of your spine. 3 breaths here. Close your eyes if you'd like. Open the eyes. We're going to start our Pilates warm-up with a standing contraction. So feel that lengthening and alignment coming all the way through. Lots of room between those vertebrae. We're going to take a big inhale. Open that chest. Drop the head back a little. Exhale. Contract. Push all the air out. Articulate through the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do this 3 more times. You can go at your own pace. 2 more. Last one. Really feel that muscle engagement starting from below, pushing all the way up. Come back to standing, nice and aligned. Feel yourself a little bit looser. And let's come down to the mat for our Pilates series. We're going to start with a single leg fold. So start with feet flat on the mat. Inhale, exhale, reach for one leg, tuck it in. Inhale, exhale, bring that other knee up. Inhale. Keep going with your breath and your movement, lifting the head and shoulders up off the mat by pressing the belly button down to the spine. Exhale, contraction, just like we were doing that standing contraction. Feel the compression happening in your belly as that diaphragm moves up and out of the way. And now you can stay here, or we can transition to keeping head and shoulders up, extending that leg, letting it hover over the mat. Nice deep pull here. Still an exhale as you fold that leg in. Nice, slow, deliberate movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees. Let go of your head and shoulders. Let them rest on the mat. Rock side to side. We're going to come into the double leg variation of this. But take a minute to get the tension out of your neck and shoulders before we lift them back up off the mat. Inhale, exhale. Lift up that head and shoulders. Extend both legs. Hug them in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hug. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Nice. Keeping that belly button pressed down to the spine. Try not to let the lower back arch up as you extend the legs. If this is a little challenging, you can lift the legs closer to your body, just up into the air, or you can hover them over the mat for a little more challenge. 4, hug. 3, hug. 2, hug. Last one. Bring the knees in, drop the head and shoulders once again. Rock side to side. Get the tension out of the neck and the shoulders. Little massage for the back. We're going to come onto our side for a side lying bicycle. You can have your lower arm extended using it as a pillow, or you can use it to prop your head up. Top hand can be on the mat or on your hip. If it's on your hip, it's a nice cue. It's a reminder to keep those hips stacked rather than let the top one open. Bend that front knee, kick it forward, sweep it to the back in our bicycle movement. Straight line from the toes to the top of the head. Exhale as you push that knee forward. Inhale as you sweep it back. Working to stabilize the body with that core. Trying to stay nice and upright as your leg moves through a big amount of space. Your core has to continually correct for the little changes in your balance. So this is a nice way to work a lot of your body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg. Both arms overhead. We're going to do just a little lift of that upper body. Hands are clasped. Again, trying to keep the hips straight up and down. You're probably not going to get very far off the mat, but you should feel this strong work happening here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to the other side. Getting ready for the side lying bicycle over here. Stretch out that body long. Choose your arm position. Point the toes. Give your legs a little more control. Kick it forward. Sweep it back. Kick forward. Sweep back. And sweep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Keeping that leg nice and parallel to the floor at hip height. Not trying to lift it up any higher, but trying to keep it from collapsing. Feel those hips staying nice, straight up and down. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg, extend the arms, clasp the hands together or bring them together in prayer and lift, lift, lift. So just lifting basically the arms and that shoulder, lift. But you should really feel it. Lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to hands and knees, we're gonna do some bird dog here. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Stretch that head out forward, top of the head reaching in front of you, tailbone pushing back behind you. Lift it up from below by that core. Let's start by just doing our arms. So we're gonna reach that right arm, sweep it to the side, back to the front, down to the floor. Left hand, reach, sweep, front and floor. Reach, sweep, front and floor. So this is a super simple movement, but you really should feel that core engaging strongly as you lift up the arm and sweep it. And that helps us to see what we should be doing when we add the leg to it. So if you'd like, you can add opposite leg, sweep that arm, sweep, bring it down, switch arm, switch leg. The leg should be lifted, parallel to the floor. Hips square to the mat, shoulders square to the mat. Strong belly lifting up from below, protecting that spine, no sway back. Lift, sweep, lift and down, lift, sweep, lift and down. Last set. Lift, sweep, lift and down. Right arm, left leg, contraction, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract, bring that knee to the elbow. Inhale, reach long. Contract, reach long. So round the back. Feel those abs getting tight and then stretching long. For 4, 3, that supporting shoulder is still strong, not collapsing the chest, keeping the shoulder lifted to minimize weight on that wrist. Extend, hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, extend, contract. Extend, contract. Feel lifted through that supporting right shoulder. Contract. Don't let the left shoulder of that free arm try to lift up above parallel. Contract. Extend, contract, reach, pull in for 4, 3, 2, last 1, contract, reach out and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push back to child's pose, big toes together, knees apart, arms in front of you, fingers spread. Pushing back, pushing those glutes back over the heels. A little stretch through those shoulders too. And we're gonna come forward all the way onto our belly for our butterfly stroke, lower back work. Arms extended, tops of the feet are planted on the mat. We're going to start by reaching that right arm up and over in a big sweep. Left arm up and over. So that hip will lift off the mat a little. That's fine. Lift, but a lot of this lift should be coming from your lower back. You should definitely be feeling work there. So think about lift the chest up and then open the arm. Lift and open. Lift and open. Lift. Swim through for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the arms, extend the legs. You can shake the hips a little bit. We're going to bring those legs into it with just a little flutter kick. Lift those legs, start that flutter kick. You can hover the arms or you can continue to have one on the mat. Swim, 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 swim. Nice job. Legs lifted, torso lifted. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back to that child's pose. Get a little stretch in the lower back. Coming back forward, we're going to be on elbows and knees. We're going to be in a modified plank. So a knee plank, and we're going to do a modified roll into a modified side plank. Just assume everything is modified. So staying on the knees, roll, lift that extended leg up into this side plank on one knee, roll back to that knee plank, other side, lift the leg. The lift of the leg is optional. You can rest it on the mat if you'd like, or you can roll through. Lift that leg, lift the arm, gaze up to the sky. Lift and plank. Lift and plank. Lift and plank. Lift. Roll through. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're going to do holds at the end. 3, 2, get ready to hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Coming back to our back. We are going to do some windshield wipers. So lying on your back, arms out in a T, palms down for balance. You can have your knees at 90 degrees, or you can extend them up to the sky. We're going to start with a one-legged version. So open that right leg, keeping the hips square, both glutes on the mat. Open the left. Back up. Open. Open the left, back to center, right, back to center. So here we're working on keeping the shoulders and hips square, both glutes staying on the mat, not lifting that opposite glute when you're dropping the opposite leg. That's going to change when we go into the both leg variation. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more. So you can stay here or you can go with both legs. This time that hip will lift up, but the shoulders stay down. Drop, center, drop, and center. So really work to keep those shoulders on the mat. Big twist happening at the waist. That should feel pretty nice for your spine. Might get a little popcorn. Lift, drop to the side, and lift. Drop, and lift. Drop, and lift. For 8, lift. 7, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hug the knees, rock side to side. Let out some of that tension. All right, let's come into our plank. This time we're just going to do 3 sets of 8 holds. You can take rest in between. You could drop your knees, you could come all the way out of the plank, or you can keep holding. So we're gonna get our hands under our hips, under our shoulders. You can be on your knees or on your toes. If you're on your knees, really lift that booty up, drop that booty down, and then find the spot where you're really engaging your core. Toes, reaching the head forward, pushing the heels back. Again, really looking for that spot where you're engaging the core. First count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Second count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Third count. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Let's get ready for our last Pilates exercise. We're going to come into a butterfly crunch. Feet together, knees open. Fingertips lightly touching your ears or crossed over your chest. Lifting your face up to the sky, keeping those knees open. Lift and lift. Lift and lift. Nice. Lift, lift, lift. Just a nice traditional crunch here with the legs in the butterfly, keeping the elbows open. If you're touching your ears or lightly touching the back of your head, so not bringing the elbows together to try to lift your head up with your hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here or lift those legs up, keeping them in the butterfly. Crunch, 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 crunch. Face still going up to the sky. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms, reach the legs. Nice pencil stretch here. You can walk one foot and then the other, reaching with that same hand. Try to get a good distance and stretch. Let's slowly sit up for 8 counts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way over those knees. Coming back to our tabletop. Tuck the toes under. Push up into a down dog. Roll through the shoulders. Lift the glutes up and behind you diagonally. Feel that stretch along the back of the leg. Trying to let the heels float down toward the floor. You can walk your feet, bending one knee and then the other. And now walk your hands back towards your feet. Slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Slow, slow, slow. Head last. Roll the shoulders back. Palms facing the front of the room. Reset that posture, lifting the head up to the sky. Rebalance the head, back of the head over the back of the spine. Not letting it fall forward, making sure that chest is open. And resetting ourselves for our yoga series. Nice. Open your eyes, wiggle your fingers, walk to the front of your mat. We're going to come through our vinyasa and our warrior series. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold. Inhale, flat back, reaching the top of the head forward. Exhale to a fold. Grab a yoga toe hold on those toes. Straighten the knees. Feel that stretch. On your exhales, try to drop your head even more, surrendering all those muscles to gravity. Working to straighten the knees. One more breath. Unbind the toes. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. This time we're going to come into our warrior series. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step or jump your feet into your plank. Inhale, in this plank, lift up through those shoulders. Try to dome your spine in between your shoulders. You're lifting so much. And now exhale, floating down toward the mat. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale that right leg into the air. Exhale, step it forward. Bring that left foot onto the mat. Rise up into your warrior one. Lift, straighten that front leg a little. Hands on hips, twist those hips to the front of the room, making sure you've got as much alignment there as you can. Bend that front knee again. Hold here for one breath. Warrior two, palms to heart center. Now we open the chest and the hips to the side of the room. Make sure this front knee is strong and you're not feel you can see your big toe on the inside of that knee. One breath. Front palm up to the sky. Tilt back into your peaceful warrior. One breath. And extended side angle. Tuck that right elbow inside the right knee. Reaching the left hand forward. Right hand is strong, facing up to the sky. Hands to the mat. Bring that right foot back behind the hands. So we're in a runner's lunge here. We're going to come into a standing split. So kick that left foot off the mat, lift it into the air, straighten the right leg. You can keep your palms on the mat and focus on depth, or you can focus on balance. Try to hold onto your ankle with one hand and then the other. Keeping that back leg lifted, 3 breaths. Step back into this runner's lunge again. Step the right foot back into your plank. Inhale, lift through that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Hug your elbows to your rib cage. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Rotate that right foot back toward the mat. Hands on hips, straighten that front leg. Twist the hips. Reposition yourself. Pressing the outside of that back right foot against the mat. One breath. Inhale. Exhale your way to warrior two. Checking in with your alignment on that front leg. Inhale. Exhale. Rotate that front palm up to the sky. Peaceful warrior. Reach that hand up. Gaze up toward that front hand. And exhale. Extended side angle. Tucking that elbow in. Strong bottom hand. Palms to the mat. Bring them in front of that left foot. Kick your right leg into the air. Decide on whether you're going for depth or for balance. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths. Step back into your runner's lunge. Step all the way back into your plank. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Enjoy this stretch for 2 breaths. You can also drop into a child's pose. If you're in child's pose, rise back up. Look up toward your hand, step or jump your feet up towards your hand. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, palms to heart center. Getting ready for our standing balance. We are going to be doing a tree pose today. So get yourself set, feet lift, 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 everything tall. Engage your core, lift up all the toes of the right foot. Set them down one at a time, starting with the pinky. Feel all the points of contact with the floor. You can have hands on hips, or you can press palms together in prayer at heart center. I feel like the pressing really helps me with balance. And lift that left foot. You can have toes on the mat. You can rest the foot on your calf or your shin, or you can bring it up above your knee, just not putting weight directly on your knee. Lift up through that standing hip, really feel the height. And if you're comfortable, you can grow your branches. If you're very comfortable, you can lift your gaze to the ceiling. Two more breaths. Palms to heart center. Step that foot down. Roll this standing foot. Get some of the pressure out of that ankle and that shin. Get ready for your left side. Lift up all those left toes. Set them down one at a time. Really feel the shift of that weight over to that side while maintaining this tall alignment. So it's a movement of the whole body, not just a movement of the hip. And choose the position of your foot and of your arms. And choose your gaze. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Palms to heart center. Step that foot down. Circle the left ankle. Get that tension out of there. Coming into our humble warrior, we're going to step one foot back, 18 to 24 inches. Feet are hip distance apart in width. You can have palms in prayer behind you, or you can grab opposite elbows. Open the chest either way. Inhale, lift the face to the sky, and exhale, bow over that front leg, keeping the hips in line with one another. So that front hip is actively pushing toward the back. You should feel a strong stretch on the back of the leg. Let the head hang. And from here, we're gonna move. So right now we're stretching the back of that leg. We're gonna move into a stretch for the front of the leg. So bring your hands to the mat. Press up into a 3-legged dog. You might need to walk your hands forward. That left leg is lifted into the air. Bend the left knee, open the left hip. Shoulders stay square. Hip is open, big twist happening at the waist. One more breath here, and then we're going to come into resting half pigeon. And bring that knee in between the hands. Straighten that back leg, top of the foot on the mat. Lift all the way up. Big inhale, open chest, face lifted to the sky. Reach your body forward, forward, forward. Over that front thigh. You can gently rock the hips to find where they're square and balanced. And we'll hold here for 5 breaths. Palms under shoulders, tuck those back toes under, lift back up into that open three-legged dog. Step that left foot a little bit in front of the right, push back to your humble warrior. See if it feels a little different than it did, and roll up to standing, head last. Switch feet, get ready to do all of that on the other side. So nice comfortable distance between the feet, vertical and horizontal, palms in prayer or clasping elbows, open chest, open shoulders. Inhale, face to the sky. Exhale, reaching forward, forward, forward with the body. And then letting the head hang down, swiveling that front hip back to stay aligned. One more breath. Hands to the mat. Lifting up into that three-legged dog, right leg in the air this time, or opposite leg at any rate. Bend the knee, open the hips. Shoulders stay square, big stretch. Look for that foot underneath the opposite arm. And coming into our resting half pigeon, bring that knee forward. You can walk back the back foot, lift all the way up, head facing up to the sky, and then drape the body over that front thigh, finding the right balance for your hips. Two more breaths. Hands under shoulders, tuck the back toes, push back up into that open three-legged dog. Right foot down in front of the left, returning to your humble warrior. Feel that nice stretch. And roll yourself back up to standing, feet parallel. We're going to come back down to the mat for a boat, and then we'll be into our savasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Feel how much deeper this is after those humble warriors. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, palms to the mat. Step or jump to your plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Come all the way through. Sit on your glutes. You're going to do a modified boat with fingers on the mat, or palms on the mat, heels on the mat, nice straight spine, open chest. You're going to lift those legs up, keeping the support from the hands. You can reach the hands forward. You can extend the legs, choose your level, holding here for 5 breaths. And slowly lower all the way to the mat, letting everything relax, letting your feet open up. Tuck your shoulder blades under to open your chest. Walk your right arm down, walk your left arm down. Feel yourself melting into your mat, melting into the earth. Unstick your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Wiggle your jaw. Start to bring your awareness back. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Roll your wrists, roll your ankles. Roll over onto one side, tucking your knees and your toes in a fetal position. Push yourself up to seated, keeping your eyes closed if you're comfortable with that. Palms face up, thumb and forefinger in the mudra if you'd like. Big inhale, exhale your right ear to your right shoulder. And inhale your head back to center. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale to center. Bring your palms to your heart center. Big inhale. On the exhale, you can bring your palms to the center of your forehead. And if you'd like, join me in a bow. Namaste. Thanks for joining Yoga Pilates today. Have a great weekend.